Has anybody ever bought any flashlights from Harbor Freight? The rechargeable ones? The Braun ones are pretty good. They do get very hot while they're being uh, while they're being used. Right? You can go to the highest beam level. Right? You check. You press it and it goes to the highest. Right? These do get very hot. The Braun flashlights. If you buy one, I'm telling you right now, the flashlights do get very hot when you hold them, right? I'm telling you now, the Braun rechargeable flashlights do get hot. I'm letting you know right now. Anyway, has anybody ever taken one of these apart? Right? I got one that's fully charged. I got one that's charging right now. Right? Red means it's charging. Green means it's fully charged. I use these reason why I have these is because when I was doing door dashing, when I had it like at nighttime, right? Like I couldn't read people's no, like I was like looking for people's numbers on their houses and shit like that, right? Anyway, has anybody ever taken a Braun flashlight apart? The recharge, in order to charge it, right? You have to unwind this thing, right? Unwind this part, and the charging port is right there. That's where the charging port is. It's like right there, right? Unscrew, right? You put it back. You unscrew it. It doesn't come all the way apart. It doesn't come all the way apart. But where you go to charge it, it's right there. As seen right here, this one is fully charged. This one is charging, right? That's where the charging, where the port goes. You'll figure it out. Anyway, on the back of these things, right? I've actually taken this thing apart just to see what kind of battery it is, right? It's a blue lithium ion, some kind of battery or something, right? But yeah, I've taken this fully apart just to see what kind of battery it is that's in there. You unscrew the back of it, and it's some kind of a blue battery or something. Like I've taken this apart, I've unscrewed it, and it's a blue battery or something. Yeah. You can't go out and buy those batteries, right? You can't go out to, like, say, I don't know, a hardware store or Harbor Freight and just buy a battery for these Braun flashlights. Yeah. So anyway, I just want to come on here and say these Braun flashlights from Harbor Freight, they're very useful, but they do get hot. When you're using them at nighttime, when you want to go for the very brightness, they do get hot. You can has a clip. You can clip it to your t-shirt, your pants, or something, whatever. This little clip thingy right here. You can attach it to your shirt if you want, or whatever, right? But and there's the charging port, right? Low charging, it's like right there. You have to unscrew the. You'll find it if you go out. If you go to Harbor Freight and buy a Braun, you'll figure it out. You'll figure it out. But but what they don't tell you, is that these flashlights get very, very hot. They do not tell you that these flashlights get very hot while in use. They do not tell you that. I figured that out when I was using that at nighttime. Like, yeah, they get hot. They get very hot. So when you're done using them, I would recommend putting it in the refrigerator somewhere. Put it in the refrigerator wait a couple of hours, wait like maybe like an hour or so for it to cool down, and then you can charge it back up again, right? If you're outside, maybe you're walking your dog, or doing something, whatever, I don't know. But when you come back inside, and the flashlight's all hot, I would recommend putting it in the refrigerator. Put it in the fridge, let it cool down, let's say maybe an hour or so, right? Maybe like an hour, just put it in the fridge somewhere, let it cool down. Put it in the fridge, have it cool down, and then you can charge it back up again. All right, that's all I got to say about a Braun flashlight from Harbor Freight. That's where the charging thing is, right there. It's like you unscrew the top portion of it, and you'll be able to find where the wire goes. But these things do get very hot. What Harbor Freight does not tell you is that these Braun flashlights get hot while in use. They do not tell you that. When you go to charge it, right, the light is red. When you go to charge it, right, it's charging, right, the light is red. But when it's fully charged, the light is green. That's when it's charging, the light is red. And when it's fully charged, the light is green. But these flashlights, they're pretty cool, but they do get hot. They do get very hot while in use. When you're using them at nighttime, maybe you're walking your dog or walking to a store or something or whatever. Maybe you're playing tag with a friend of yours at nighttime, or maybe you're playing hide and seek with one of your buddies, right? Whatever. These flashlights do get hot. These flashlights, they're very good. They're very good. But what Harbor Freight does not tell you is that the Braun flashlights, they do get very hot. The Braun flashlights, while in use, they do get very hot. I just want to let you know that. Harbor Freight does not tell you that these flashlights get hot. They do not tell you that. I'm letting you know right now. Braun flashlights from Harbor Freight get hot. So I'm just wondering, does anybody out there have a Braun rechargeable flashlight that you got from Harbor Freight or something? They work great, but Braun flashlights, they get hot when you use them. They get hot when you use them. They don't take any AAA batteries or anything, no. They are rechargeable. Braun flashlights from Harbor Freight are rechargeable. See, I got the plug going into it, right? Braun flashlights are rechargeable from Harbor Freight. They're like maybe between $5 and $10, right? Braun flashlights, I'm guessing they're between $5 and $10 or something like that, maybe 15. I'm going to say, okay, between 10 and 25 bucks. Between 10, I know, you have to look it up. But when you use them, right, there's the button on top. You can use the very, very high beam. It does get hot when you use these things. I'm telling you right now, Braun flashlights from Harbor Freight get hot when you use them. And like at night, let's say you're out at nighttime, maybe walking your dogs, or maybe you're playing hide and seek with one of your friends, or maybe you're just out for a walk or something, right? Maybe you're playing, like hide and seek with one of your buddies, pals, whatever. Or maybe you're like, walking your dog at nighttime or something. Or maybe you're just out and about at nighttime, right? Braun flashlights get very hot when you use them. The button up here is like the top button, right? You have to unscrew this part in order to charge it, right? Let me see. I know I did an earlier video of this, but you have to unscrew the bottom part in order to show where you charge it, right? You have to, open up the bottom, open up the top part, right? This is the top part, right? Open up the top part, you screw the top part, right? And then it'll show you where you have to charge it, right? They are rechargeable. When you charge them, the light is red, R-E-D, right? When you go to charge it, the light is red. And when they are fully charged, the light is green. The light is green. I know. Alright, this is a dead one, right? So let me show you. See what I did there, right? In order for you to charge it up, right? In order for you to charge it up, this is the top part, right? The top part, right? In order for you to charge it up, right? In order for you to charge it up, you have to unscrew the top part. Not all the way. You don't take it off all the way, but you just unscrew the top part like that, right? There's a thing for when it's charged up, right? That's the hole, right? That's where you plug in the wire to charge it up, right? I have 3 of these. I don't know why I have 3 of these. I don't know. I don't know. I have 3. I don't know. I do not know. But that's what you do in order to show it. You have to unscrew this top part. The price on Harbor Freight, I don't know. I'm guessing anywhere between 20, 25. They're under 30 bucks, right? Under 30 bucks at Harbor Freight, right? Between 10 and 20, maybe 25, whatever. You have to look up the price for Harbor Freight flashlights. You unscrew the top part, right? Not all the way, because it won't go all the way. That's the light thing right there when it's red, right? And that's the little hole right there that you plug the wire in, right? When it's fully charged, the light is green. When it's fully charged, the light is green. When it is charging, right? When it's charging, right? It's red. The light is red. But that's the plug-in part where you plug it in, right? That's where you go to plug it in. It does not take batteries. These Braun flashlights, they do not take AAA batteries. These Braun flashlights, they do not take AAA batteries. These Braun flashlights, they don't take any of those batteries. All you do is you just charge it up, right? It already has like an ion battery inside of it, like a lithium ion battery or something. It's on the inside, right? You have to take this part. You have to really unscrew this part, unscrew the back part in order to like get it off or whatever. But when you go to charge it up, that's where you see, right? Let me show you, right? On that it hides it, right? The light part, right? In order to get to it, right? You of course you take it out. The thing, right? And there it is. And there it is, right there. There it is, right there. When it's fully charged, the light is green. When it's fully charged, the light is green. When it's charging, the light is red. R-E-D, right? When it's charging, the light is red, right? When it's charging, the light is red. But yeah, that's the charging port right there. It's a USB, right? Like it's one of the USB charging, right? USB charging, right? You take one part goes into the wire goes into the charging right there, right? And then the other end of the wire goes into this thing, right? I'm going to say it's anywhere between 10, maybe 15, 20, 25 bucks, something like that. Maybe it's on sale. Maybe you can find it on sale when they have their sale prices, blah, blah, blah. But that's where the charging thing is. It's right there. Right there. And you just unscrew the top part. And it's right there. It's right there. When it's charging, the light is red. R-E-D, right? When it's charging, the light is red. It does not take any. It does not take any of these batteries. It doesn't take any of these batteries, right? It doesn't take any of those batteries, right? When it's fully charged, the light is green. But when it's charging, the light is red, right? When it's charging, the light is red. Braun flashlight from Harbor Freight. I don't know why I have 3 of them. I don't know. I bought one, and then I got like another one, and I got like another. I don't know why I have 3 of them. But Braun flashlight from Harbor Freight, they're very good. But when you go to use them at nighttime, like let's say you're playing hide and seek with one of your buddies, your pals, or maybe you're walking your dog at nighttime, right? These flashlights, they get very, very hot. They get very, very hot. In order to, and right, when you're done using them, I would say put them in the refrigerator, right? Just put them in the refrigerator for a while to let it cool down a bit, right? These Braun flashlights, they get very, very warm, very, very hot when you're using the high beam or whatever, when you're out walking your dog or you're playing a hide and seek with one of your buddies. When you're done, just bring it back inside and put it in the refrigerator, right? Because these things, they get very, very hot. They get very, very hot. When you're done, bring it inside, put it in the refrigerator, let it cool down a bit, and then you can charge it back up again, right? It takes a couple hours to charge it back up, right? It's green, right? The light is green. It takes a couple of hours to charge it up. I don't know how many hours, but the Braun flashlights from Harbor Freight, they get very, very hot. So when you're done using them, bring it inside, put it in the refrigerator, let it cool down a bit, let it cool down for like maybe an hour or so or whatever, so that you can touch, because these things, they get very, there's a lithium ion battery inside one of these things, like some kind of lithium ion battery or something or whatever. It's inside these things. That's why it's rechargeable, right? That's why it's rechargeable. These flashlights do not take AAA batteries. They don't take AAA batteries. It's got like a lithium ion battery inside this thing, right? The battery gets very, very hot when these flashlights, they get very hot when you use them. Let's say you're maybe out playing hide and seek with one of your buddies, your pals, your friends, or maybe you're out walking your dog at nighttime or something or whatever, or maybe you're just out at nighttime, just whatever you're doing at nighttime, right? Whatever you're doing, playing hide and seek, walking the dog, or whatever you're doing. These flashlights, they get very, very hot. Very, very hot. So I would recommend when you're done, bring it home, put it in the refrigerator for a good couple of hours, and let it cool down, and then you can charge it back up again. These flashlights, they're very good to use at nighttime. Very good to use at nighttime. You can use it like a spotlight, right? It has you can use these things like a spotlight. Right, like a very good spotlight. It shines very, very bright. Right, when you use the super duper light, which is on the back. Right, the super duper light. 1, 2, off. You hold down the button, the back of this button. That's the super duper light, right? That's the super. You see how bright that shit is? You see how bright that shit is? Turn it off. Normal light, right? Let's see normal light, right? That's normal light, normal, a little bit dimmer, and then off to get the, right? And if you want to use the big super duper bright light, you hold down the back of this button, and it'll come, you hold down the back of the button, and it comes right on, right? Let's watch. I'm going to hold it down. You see how bright that shit is? You see how bright that shit is, right? That's very bright. That's very bright. All right, but for normal light, right? For normal light, you just press the back of the button one time, right? For normal light, that's normal. A little bit dim. Press it again to go off. Right? If you want to use the super duper bright light, the back of this thing, you press it one time and you hold it down. You press it one time and you hold it down. Ready? Watch. You see how bright that is? You see how bright that is? Yeah, that's bright. That's bright, right? And then when you want to go and turn it off, you just hit the back of the thing again. You just press the back of the thing again. Yeah, what's the point? what's the point? What's the point? Whatever she said. Anyway, but to turn on the regular light, right? You press it 1. That's regular light. A little bit dim light. Off. Right? These things get very hot when you use them. Braun flashlights are good to use from Harbor Freight. I have 3 of these, 1, 2, and 3, 1, 2, and 3. I don't know why I have 3 of them. I don't know why. But I figured I'd just show you, right? I got 1. I got these Braun flashlights. They're very good to use, right? Very good to use, right? You buy them at you buy them at Redner's, right? They are rechargeable. There's an ion battery inside these things. There's an ion battery. I don't really know what the price is, but it's maybe like 10, 15, 20, maybe 25 bucks at best, whatever, you know. Or maybe when Harbor Freight is having their sale, when they're having their weekend sales or whatever, sometimes they're on sale. So these things get very, very hot when you use them. Braun flashlights from Harbor Freight. They're very good to use. But they're very good to use, but you have to charge when they get hot. When they get hot, right? When they get very warm, let's say you're out walking your dog, playing tag at nighttime, maybe playing hide and seek with one of your buddies or pals or whatever, right? These things get very hot. Braun flashlights from Harbor Freight get very, very hot when you use them. I'm telling you now. So when you're done using the flashlight, bring it inside, put it in the refrigerator for good maybe hour and a half or whatever or something. Let it cool down. Let it cool down. And then charge it. You can charge it back up again, right? Regular light. Dim. Right? Regular light. Dim. Off. You press the back of this button, right? Hit the back of the button to turn it on. They got lithium-ion batteries, right? Braun flashlight from Harbor Freight. When you go to charge them, the light is red, right? The light's red when you charge them, right? The light is red when you go to charge it. And when it's fully charged, the light is green. When it's fully charged, the light is green, right? These things are very good to use. Let's say you're out maybe walking your dog at nighttime, or you're playing tag, hide and seek with one of your buddies or pals or whatever at nighttime. You're running around playing hide and seek, whatever. But Braun flashlights are very good. It's lightweight. It's not heavy, right? It's not heavy. They're very lightweight. Braun flashlights from Harbor Freight. Very, very good to use. You charge it up. Only way to charge it up, you unscrew the top. Unscrew the top, and there it is, right there. That's where the thing is, right there. Right there. See, it's right up. You have to unscrew the top. Unscrew the top, and then you plug it in. Unscrew the top, and you plug it in. It's green when it's fully charged. It's green when it's fully charged. Right? You can also use it as a spotlight. Right? Use it as a spotlight. Right? You can walk backwards, right? If you go all the way up, right? 1, that's regular light, dim, and off. You want to go for bright light? Yeah. Yeah, you hold the back button. Yeah, that's bright. That's bright. That's bright. That's a bright light, right? And then you go to turn it off. Hit the back button. But yeah, Braun flashlights are very good to use. They're like, they can range anywhere from, like, you know, if they're on sale, 15, 20, maybe 25 at best. 25, maybe whatever you have to look it up. Braun flashlights from Harbor Freight. Braun flashlights from Harbor Freight. When you go to charge them, the light is red, right? It's green when it's fully charged, but these flashlights, they get very, very hot. They get very, very hot. So I recommend when you're done using them, bring them inside, put it inside the refrigerator. Not the freezer, but the refrigerator. Put it inside the refrigerator, let it cool down for an hour or so until you can touch it again, because these things, they do get very hot when you use them. They do get very hot when you use them. Braun flashlights from Harbor Freight. Braun flashlights from Harbor Freight. That's my review. That's my review. All right.